Surprise! It's me, James Lott Jr. And I am here with you on a Saturday afternoon. Um, I had a Zoom schedule that nobody signed up for. So I said, well, I have the time open, so I'm like, come on and sit and talk to you guys under a different banner, which is Extra Connections. This is a show that I have that I don't do live. Well, I do live the race stuff. Um, But I don't really do lives on this one, except for once a month. I thought I'd come on and talk about a few things. All right, guys. So how's everybody doing? All kinds of stuff to talk about. Let's see. We'll see if anybody comes on. This is midday on a Saturday. I don't do shows midday on a Saturday. I usually don't. So this is very interessante. Um, Setting up the thing here. I'll be honest, and we'll see. I wonder who's going. Oh, oops. Give that a second. Close that. It's raining here in Los Angeles, or raining down here where I'm at. Can't believe it. Can't believe it's raining. I'm like, raining. It is so bizarre. But I'll take it. I was gonna have to do my garden this weekend anyway, and I don't have to worry about it. No, I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about it. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to turn monetization on. I gotta make money. Okay. Let's see who's watching me. I'm not on here. Two people are watching. Okay, let's see what's going on. Okay, my computer is going slow. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, nobody's in the chat yet. I'm gonna see why he comes on. But I am here. Tony JC's here. Hi, Tony. How are you? You came on yesterday as we were going off. I saw you pop up as I was coming out. We only did 2 hours. We were saying goodbye, and as I went to go click it off, I saw you pop up. It was too late. It was too late. I was like, dang it, because Amanda was like, I was getting hungry, and it was getting late for some of the people who were East Coast. Yeah, because you guys are East Coast, so I know you guys. It was later for you guys, and two folks. We had a good 2 hours. It was good. You were mentioned a couple of times, Tony. You were mentioned. We had a good time. So you can come to the next one. You'll come to the next one, obviously. But all our schedules all over the place because of just how we live our lives, right? You're taking care of mom and your own life, and I went to bed. I went to bed around 9 o'clock myself last night, and woke up at 2 in the morning, like wide awake. So I mean, it's weird, right? It's all over the place, all over the place. So and then I got up this morning at 7, kind of laid around till 8:30, and now I'm up doing stuff. I'm about to get two or three naps later today at some point. But you were mentioned, so of course. But our next thing, we have the mental health thing this Friday, if you can make that, and then we have the soap Zoom next Saturday on the 9th. This is the week from today. First, we have 2 soap Zooms this month. So anyway, just let you know. I would let you know that. Keep that in mind. But I'll put you towards probably one of those. I'll take your credit and put it over there. So you can join us. We love always having you there. But we all have schedules are all over the place. Shit. Yeah, I like sleep, so I try to sleep. I try to sleep however I can. I understand. I understand that one. I likes to sleep very much. Well, Half All Books sending me a message. Like Half All Books. What are you sending me? I mean, for Ashley, you asked, did you enjoy your concert? So I saw some of your pictures and video, and then Tony went to Beyonce last night. Half of LA was here in Inglewood, so I was watching your thing with the Fire. I was watching Tony's Beyonce thing. So I was like, everybody went to James L. Jr. was in bed. He didn't go nowheres. But yeah, I saw. So how did you enjoy Earth, Wind, and Fire and Lionel Richie? Enjoy them. So, folks, as I'm hearing from you guys, thanks for coming in. So you are watching. It is Saturday. This is Extra Connections, a show that I have. We have a page on Facebook, Extra Connections Show. I have lots of great interviews that come up, and once a month I do a race talk with Jared Carroll, which is always fun. We do it at nighttime live on here. I'm getting told to do more YouTube stuff. People are just like, go on YouTube more. I'm getting all these people to go on YouTube more. I'm trying to focus on YouTube because I'm seeing the difference. I'm getting more views and more people, and so I guess YouTube is just a place to be. Hi, Mickey Cobb. So I'm trying my best. Also, we have it today. We're doing a little drive. Anything you want to give to the JLJ Fund, there's 4 ways you can give, which is Venmo, PayPal, CashAPP, and Zelle. They're all underneath the video. And I'm trying to finance a couple of my projects. It's the first of the month. I had to pay bills. And of course, I'm making less money because of the strikes. So I'm trying to do my best, trying to make things happen, but a lot of stuff is just not happening here in Hollywood because of it. So I'm hustling my ass around. But I have a couple of projects I'm trying to work on. So any amount's good. If it be $5, $10, anything, I'll take whatever. And this goes whatever, and I would appreciate it. And I'll let you know which projects you're financing. I'll let you know. But it's in the thing there. Half price books is makes me. They still got it. Very good. Very good. I know there's no for Earth, Wind, and Fire, there's no what's his name? Maurice White, of course. But you got Philip Bailey. So Bradley Tucker, hello. Black Hope. It's been a long time. Black Hope will always be part of my life. Some of my emails, passwords have Black Hope in them. It's BLAK, not Black Hope with C. So BLAK Hope. Black Hope LA, Black Hope 9, Black Hope. I go by certain things with that, and so yes, I'm still out there with the name still, but because for purposes of marketing and stuff, I just changed it to James Lott Jr. and JLJ. So that's kind of what that is. But yes, Black Hope will never be gone. It'll never be gone. No one calls me that, but it'll never be gone anymore. Most folks call me JLJ these days, or my full name James Lott Jr. these days as a nickname. But yes, it's still around. It will never die. It's still around. We love it. Yes. But I wanted to mention a couple of things too, and that one thing is Jimmy Buffett died. And wasn't I was a huge Jimmy Buffett fan or anything like that, but here's what's funny for me. I think of Jimmy Buffett, I think of Key West. I don't know if anybody in this chat has been to Key West or anybody who's watching has been to Key West. I've been to Key West a lot of times. For some reason, I've gone by boat, I've gone by car, I've done Key West by myself with friends. I like Key West. It's cheese on some level, but I like it. It reminds me of Palm Springs, but a different kind of Palm Springs. And I've been in the Raw Springs. A lot of old folks, but also a lot of gays, also a lot of young people, tourists. So it's a little bit of everything there, but it's also part island feel, part rural, part tourist, part party. It's a little bit of everything. I love Key West. I love the Florida Keys, first of all. Driving the 7 Mile Bridge and going there and Key Largo, Isla Mirada, and Marathon. I mean, all these. I love the Keys. I love the Keys very much. But I love Key West, and I have been to his Margaritaville there, and I've been to Margaritaville, so a couple of places too. And the food was good. It was fun. I mean, I went people and we had margaritas and stuff and had a good time. But I just know his music is just kind of for that kind of atmosphere. It does sound good in those atmospheres, and I just want to give a shout out to him because I was like, I'm not a huge fan. But his stuff is his life and it just reminds me of a time where it's just nice and you want to relax. You just want to relax and enjoy water and sand and palm trees. And so to shout out to him and his family, I think it's just kind of like, oh, it kind of hit me a little bit. I was like, oh, I kind of like, wow, my guy just kind of, like I said, not necessarily a fan of his music, but it was like I'm a fan of the kind of stuff he represented. something else. Black H. Oh, I thought it was something else. Black Hope. Black. Oh, you think how funny? No, Tony. I don't know how long you followed me, but that Black Hope LA was my big thing. Being black, the Great Black Hope was a huge part of my early career. And I didn't turn that into like the huge thing. I had plans for it. I had Black Hope Productions and all this stuff, and I was going to do a big thing. But I don't know, JLJ Media came in and took over, and my initials, my name took over in Hollywood. It's so weird how evolutions can happen without your, it's not your. It's out of your hands sometimes. But I was like, but that was and then Tony Moore and Mark J. Freeman on air was just like, that's why you call yourself Great Black Hope. It was this funny thing, but it was a whole thing in my life before. I mean, I've been calling myself Black Hope since the 90s. So before the internet just started, all that stuff I was like, my first emails like Black Hope 1 and Black Hope 2, like all that kind of stuff. So it was a huge thing for me. And then I switched over to JLJ. I was all thinking James Lott Jr. I said, make everything James Lott Jr. And that's worked out well for me, apparently. So it's just something that, so I know you're being funny, but that was actually something that it's funny that Bradley brought it up because it's been years. It's like I said, it's part of my life in certain things, but I haven't even, yes, is that where he did well? Yes, he did very well. He did very, very well. Actually, Maurice slipped a hole for sure. But so Philip's still in the high notes. Okay, Philip Bailey. I see fire. No, that was James Taylor. Sweet Baby James saying I see fire and I see rain. I love James Taylor. Of course, I was called Sweet Baby James by people when I was growing up. He did Fire and Rain. So, no. And James Taylor was around longer than Jimmy Buffett. Jimmy Buffett was Margaritaville. That was his big hit. But he had a few others. That was his big hit, of course. But yes, he did really well with Restaurant World and other things. He parlayed into other stuff. He had a brand. He made a brand. He made a total brand out of it and did very well with it. He did very well with it. I want to know before fast. Does Philip Bailey sing Easy Lover? his solo hit with Phil Collins. He sing Easy Lover in the set. Did they do Boogie Wonderland? Or magnetic. That's my other song too. The rhythm of a dangerous. Let's dance in the static. Yeah. Or let's groove tonight. Yeah, all those. That's very cool. Tony, I talked to Tony this morning. He loved Beyonce. He said she was amazing. It was a very kiki vibe. He said I would enjoy it because it had a kind of this older underground feel, like the balls in New York. So it was very much because everybody was on stage. It was all kind of stuff. He said he had a great time. So everybody, I say who's seen this concert, they love it. No Easy Lover, by the way. Sorry. Oh, he didn't do Easy Lover? It's like, Philip, you actually have a solo hit. It was a huge hit. You got the Easy Lover? That's so crazy. I'm waiting for you to type the rest of your sentence. Boogie Wonderland. I'll find it. It's so funny. I love Boogie Wonderland with the emotions. That sounds so good. Yes, he did. Thank you, JH Texas fan. Yeah, he did. G. Buffett was in Jurassic World. They're showing that scene. It's 25 seconds in that. He showed me a lot of stuff. Jay Buffett was very versatile. He was out there working it out. He was known for that lifestyle and stuff. So he fit into certain places. That was good. So yeah, he did. He did. He did well for himself. And that's the thing, because people realize this is a business. And I love people who they can go beyond just what field they're in, and they do a business. It's very smart, very smart, very smart. So beauty fast, you see Tony JC's question: did Lionel sing Zoom? I like that song. Megan Groves, yeah, yes, I know, yes. Oh, funny, yeah, you have the puka shell necklace. That's cute. Emoji. They have emojis for everything, don't they? I didn't see that. That's so funny. That is so funny. I love it. Yes. Yes. Also, congratulations to a friend of mine who got married. My friend Joshua Gabor got married to J. August Richards. I didn't know J. August Richards was gay. I think I remember that, but I can't remember. I remember him in Angel and a few other shows he did, Desperate Housewives and stuff. But I was like, oh, and they got married. I've known Joshua God for years, him and his twin brother. So they did. Congratulations to them. Black gay love. Um, he did, and also he did. And Lionel Richie, I'm sure Lionel Richie sang all. I mean, Lionel Richie got 10,000 hits. Hi, Chris. No, there will not be a Shady Sunday. So tomorrow, it's Labor Day weekend, and we're not laboring. We're taking Labor Day off. So I did put out a. Tomorrow will be a mid. Today I put out a. What did I put out today? Tomorrow I put out a GH30 Deeds yesterday. Check that out. And tomorrow I'm putting out a Y&R mini spotlights. I already recorded it and put it up. It'll be out tomorrow. So you'll get pieces of Shady Soap Sunday, but not live. We're taking it off. But I think Dish and Days is still doing a show. I think 10-4 is too. I'm not sure. But we're not. We're taking it off. We have lives outside of these shows. So we're gonna go off and have our lives. And then we'll be back on September 10th. We'll be back. And all our shady glory. Yeah, we do. Well, the thing about soap operas, we don't have seasons. So soaps are on 24, they're on all year long. And so I'd explain to somebody once, I'm like, they go, yeah, taking that. I'm like, we don't get other shows, you get seasons. So you get like either 3 months off or 4 months off, whatever. We're all year round. And so people, we have to have time off. I mean, we can't, I mean, just after a while, I mean, watching 5 shows and talking about them, and I do 15 episodes a week of shows. I'm tired. I fully admit it. And I'm like, sometimes I don't want to do it. So we get breaks. As we get breaks and we come back, we feel better, refreshed because we enjoy each other. We enjoy doing it. So, but that's why I tell people this. Unlike other shows, we don't have seasons. And even though we have the writer's strike and the actor's strike, the soaps are not affected in that way. So they're still on. The only time we got a break was when they ran out of shows during the pandemic. That was a trip when they ran out and started showing classic episodes. That was a trip. We're like, oh, that's interesting. Didn't see that coming. Right now they're good. They're not running out of shows right now. Dang, they put all day. Okay. Stars get vacations. Yes. Well, actually, as you know, you guys do not or not know this, the shows are dark right now. They're not filming. So like they do it for budgetary reasons. They they go dark like every 3 or 4 months. They go dark for a week and a half or 2 weeks. They go dark, then they come back. And then some stars, of course, get lots of stuff. The best soap right now is I couldn't tell you. I think all the soaps need help. I don't. It's not General Hospital. I'd say that for sure. It's not Bold and the Beautiful. Why not? No. I'm like I'm like none of those. I have the soaps right now to me. It's so funny. There'll be some weeks I can't wait to get home. I can't wait to watch them. I'm like fighting which one to watch first. And then some weeks I'm like, I haven't even finished Wine Artist Week or Bold. Or yeah, I haven't finished any soaps this week. But it's at the arena where the Mavericks played and it was packed. Very good. Those what we call heritage tours, Beauty for Ashes, are very popular. Are very, very popular right now. People want nostalgia. They want to have the songs they know, the songs they like, the artists they like, just doing the hits. It's an easy breezy cover girl. It's so smart. It is smart. It's smart. It's smart. You know, you know you're guaranteed a good night out. You know all the songs. You know what's going on. I gotta stretch. Stretching. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I think it's smart. And he said, like Tony, Beyonce sang mostly stuff from Renaissance, but she did a few other things. Shout out the Emmys this year. It goes between Y and RGH. I don't know, Chris. Every year is different. I don't know yet. And if you watch our Emmy shows, you know, we talk about everything. There's politics involved and voting situations and all kind of stuff. So we didn't even get Emmy. We didn't get Emmys this year. You actually talking about last year. We didn't get it. We didn't get Emmys this year because of the strike. And we don't even know if we're getting an Emmys next year. We have no idea what's going to happen. It's the 50th anniversary of the Emmys this year. We did not have an Emmys. We did a whole nomination show and everything. It was really popular. And now we have no idea what's going to happen with that. That's what's so weird. We have no idea. They announced the primetime Emmys will be in January, but I'm like, what about the daytime? Like, what are we having with those? So I have no idea. No idea. It's the craziest thing. Does your family cook out this weekend? I don't know. My family doesn't cook out. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't talk to my family, so I talk very little to my family. So I'm sure members of my family probably do get together and do stuff. I know my sister, my brother-in-law, who live 2 blocks away from me, so they might cook some barbecue that day. And I may walk over and get something. I may not. I haven't decided, but no, I don't talk to my family, so I'm really like that. So if they do, I don't go. So yes, you know me. I tell the truth. I don't know a lot of people. Is the redhead stepchild of redhead stepchild? Well, I've learned to say redhead stepchild anymore. I say stepchild, even though people got mad at me saying stepchild, but I'm not gonna say the redheaded anymore. I don't want to get in trouble. I got in trouble last time, so I'm not gonna say that. But it is daytime is treated poorly. I agree with you, Chris, completely. It is treated poorly. Beauty for Ashes, the always think we are the world. How funny. But he did co-write it. Shit, him and Michael Jackson co-wrote the song together. So that makes sense. Well, you know, Lionel Richie is R&B, pop, country, ballads, upbeat songs, movie. He do Say You, Say Me. Um, he also has Commodores. He has regular stuff. A lot of got a bunch of stuff. They sing Endless Love. I think I've heard him sing it with 2 people now at this point. So many people at this point. You're my endless love. It's funny he's saying We Are the World. That's a really interesting choice, though. Okay. We are the world. We are the children. There's I knew Christophe St. John, so may he rest in peace. I will never choose between Christophe and Shamar, especially now that Christophe is passed. I will never answer that question like that. But Christophe was, I've never met Shamar, but Christophe was somebody who was very soulful. Like when he talked to you, I should say for me, whenever I saw him or he talked to me, he looked right at you in your eyes and talked to you, and he engaged with you. He was wonderful. He made you feel him, like you were having a real conversation with him. He's a big television star, around for a long time, and again, I'll never forget the 2018 Emmys when he returned after his son had passed and he had his own troubles. And I said to him, "Welcome back." And he said to me, "No one really said that to me. Thank you." He really enjoyed that I said that. I said, "No," he goes, "This is all I know. I've been in business since I was a kid. Acting is my safe place." He really enjoyed acting. He really enjoyed it. And he knew that he made an impact on daytime TV. He knew he made a giant impact. And so I just say to him, I was like, wow. And then some time later he passed. So I'm sad about it. I was really sad about that. And so yeah, that's, to me, I would be disrespecting his memory if I said anything like that. Um, um, he was. I mean, like literally, when Michelle Stafford said to me, because they were friends too off camera, he told her when he got an office set, because when you get a set on a soap, that's a big deal. And they built a family around. They brought in Shamar Moore to be his brother. It was like that was a big deal. He was the head of a family. One of the few Black folks that was the head of a family. That's just kind of, so that's what's like. He was totally a trailblazer, totally. Shamar Moore loves the soaps. He's never forgotten where he came from. He credits the soaps all the time. I love him for that. And of course he is. The streak is over, Susan Lucci. He'll be there forever. He'll be forever. So he said the streak is over. He cemented his place. Whenever they show her winning an Emmy, it always starts with the streak. They hold the card up. The streak is over, Susan Lucci. Always. But I don't know Shamar. But Christophe, yeah, I will always. He's my heart. The writer's strike has gone usually long, it seems. It's in the first strike. So yes, so the last writer's strike went on for like 90 days or something. It was a long time. But yes, the strike's now gone on for like 120 days for the writers. And now with SAG-AFTRA is now, I think, 3 weeks, almost a month. So it's going on a long time. So it's that you can go online and see exactly what they're asking for. But some of the things they're asking for, of course, are better pay in residuals, especially with streaming, because streaming is a whole different count than syndication and television and cable. They also want better healthcare benefits and access to healthcare. And also the AI issue, making sure that AI is not taking over their jobs and it can be used as a tool, of course, for things, but that it's not recognized as a human. DGA got that in writing that's why they're not on strike anymore. Well, that's why they didn't go on strike, because they have to that AI is not considered a human director or whatever. So I saw some kind of wording they got there. So that's why they're fine. But you can go online and see all the stuff that they have in there. So yeah, but it's not just streaming. That's part of it, but there's like a bunch of things they're looking for. They should be getting, but residuals, period. It's just ridiculous. Period. The checks I've gotten that were like, it costs more money to send it than actually cash the check. Michelle Stafford just posted one where she got paid a penny or something. It's weird. So there's better deals, better stuff. And I live here. I'm out here in LA, and so I'm seeing it. And like I said, I'm experiencing it. I'm losing money by the day because I don't have certain interviews and certain things that I make money by doing these shows and putting stuff up and getting views and and downloads, and that's how I make money. And so it's affected even me. I have friends who are staff and food services and hair and makeup. They're not working because there's nothing to do. There's no work. And I was telling somebody the other day, restaurants are closing early, stores are closing early because there's no one shopping like that. So now you have to call a restaurant and go, what time do you close? They may say 7 o'clock, they may say 8 o'clock. There's some places that are open just for breakfast service, some open just for breakfast and lunch service. I know one place open just for dinner service. So it's affecting so much in LA because we're a very industry heavy town. We're not the only industry, but that's one of the biggest ones. So it's a lot happening. So it's just completely, hi Daisy Flower. So it's completely changed the game for us. So like I said, but for me, I'm like just alone the Emmys. I told you I was like the Emmys. Last year I got over 50 interviews. So I uploaded those both audio and video. So I make money off the audio downloads and streams, and I make money off the video streams. And so I had a really good couple of months there. It was like some good stuff. Well, I didn't have that this year. That didn't happen. There's no Emmys. There's no red carpets. There's no August. A lot of things are just not. People are calling me. It's a Saturday morning. Who's calling on a weekend? That's so weird. Oh, that's so weird. Hi, Tracy. So yeah, so there's a lot of stuff, and it's affecting everything, So a lot of us are doing other stuff. People doing comedy shows. Like, hi, George Blackman, are doing comedy shows and doing that thing. So I'm like, and trying to finance indie projects and things like that, and just to do other stuff because they can't write for a TV or a streaming or whatever, or do stuff. So it is crazy. It is something else. So that's why I did a little telethon the other day, and thank you so much for everybody who contributed to that. And today I'm like, if you want to give anything to the JLJ Fund I have some projects coming up I'm trying to work on and finance. I will let you know which projects you financed as they come out. But underneath my video are the ways you can send money to me. So Zelle, PayPal, Venmo, and CashAPP. I do all four. But a lot of us, we're all doing this. We're all trying to get things together, trying to work it out. Luckily, I have my bills paid here. I paid them all today. So my basic stuff's taken care of. Thank you, Jesus. But it's just tough out there. It really is. We're trying to hold out so we can actually get back to work. Yes, AI. I didn't hear that, but these people. I didn't hear that, Texas fan. But I heard the Elvis Presley singing "Baby Got Back." That was a trip. My brother was like, I'm done. I'm done. So yeah, so he's like, so that's it's kind of crazy. James, I find it interesting when you talk about how big LA is, because I would think you've been, maybe there's actually you haven't been, but lived there for years and years. Yeah, it's funny you bring it up. I tell all the time. I see the map, and I'm like, where's that at? So much of the city, I'm like, where's that at? California's spread out, and I've lived in Northern and Southern California. But there are parts of California I've just never been to and have no reason to go to. No reason to go there. But just down here in Southern California, how huge it is, I have to explain to people, to go, I'm coming to LA. I go, okay, are you really coming to LA? Are you sure? I live by LAX. I'm in the southwest part of Los Angeles County. That's not the Valley. That's not Hollywood. Those places are 16 to 30 miles away from me. People are like, I'm going to stay in Riverside. Riverside's like 3 hours away from me. Like, these are places, that I know, I've heard some of them. San Bernardino, Ontario, but there's some cities I'm like, somebody's like Duarte. I was like, where the fuck is that? I finally went to Duarte one day through the train. I was like, where's Duarte? Somebody's like, I live in Claremont. It's like dating here, working here. It's a trip. If someone says, you meet somebody and they go, where do you live? I live in Pasadena. I'm like, okay, the traffic's a mess. How can I get out there to see you? It's crazy. I got to fix my hair. So yeah, so Southern California alone is huge. So when we had the hurricane, I had to explain to people who don't live here, I'm like, my area wasn't bad. We got a little bit of rain, but that was it. I got a little humid in my house. A little humid. Whew. Yeah, it's LA's just huge. So I tell people who are like, I'm staying in the valley. I'm like, I'm not going out there. You know, microclimates and everything. I'm like, I live nowhere near the valley. It'll take me 2 hours to get out there. So unless we're super close or whatever, there's no reason I'm going to go out there. And I have friends who've never been to Inglewood, who have never come down here and never visited me, never been down here. I have no idea. It's funny. My life, a lot of my life is down this part of Los Angeles. I don't go north that much. So yes, but California and LA both, they're huge. We take up most of the coast, the West Coast. We're the fourth largest economy in the country. And no, sorry, in the world. So yes, I try to tell people that all the time. I gotta fix that. So yeah, so if you've never been here, you have no idea. And we're freeways upon freeways upon freeways upon freeways. That's all we are. But I lived other places. I like living here. I'm not going anywhere else. Now I have I have a place to live that's great and it'll cost me a lot of money and we own it. So I lucked out. Earthquakes always would make me nervous about living there. There hasn't been a bad one in years, so it doesn't mean we'll have one day. Hopefully not. That's the thing about California. We understand we live in Earthquakeville. It's just earthquakes happen all the time. Actually, we had one last week. That was actually by my house. It was really strong. We have small ones all the time. So earthquakes just mean the plates are shifting. The plates always shift out here. They say I've been in the big ones here, so I know what they feel like. They are scary. But I'm used to them. I grew up with earthquakes. We had earthquake drills. We all know the big one's coming at some point. We know it is. It's just time. But I don't worry about it. It's like I'd rather have earthquakes than what do you call it? Tornadoes or hurricanes, things like that. I'd rather have earthquakes. Rather have earthquakes. I mean, because I've lived other places. I'm like, ooh, no, thank you. So it's just that we're used to them here. I don't panic easily either like that. So it's like okay. But I've been in the big earthquakes here. So they're scary. They are scary. But I'd rather take that. We have so much other things here that make up for all that. I was ready to go, but took a chance and went. There you go. Yes. It's like, yeah, it's fine. LA's bomb. California, there's some beautiful parts of California, everything. I say if you get a chance to come to California, even go to San Francisco. Well, San Francisco's dangerous right now. But there's parts of Northern California are beautiful. San Diego's great. We love San Diego. It's a great place. Well, as far as the wildfires, I don't live near them. So people are always like, James, you okay? I'm like, I don't live there. Again, we're so spread out. The wildfires are like 40 miles or 50 miles away from me. So I never deal with them. Only 1 year, it was the winds were so heavy, we got some ash down by where I live, but they don't affect us. Yes, we have earthquake insurance. I used to work in an insurance field, so yes. Florida and North Carolina are as scary as to live. Tornadoes always lived there. Well, I have friends in Oklahoma and Texas that say the same thing. So yes, tornado. I've been in tornado watches. I've been in tornado watches in Virginia. That was not fun. Also, yeah, I've been in some scary situations with the weather. I like Florida for some reason. I like Florida. They have the craziest weather. It's like I remember being down there. It was raining on one side of the street. The other side of the street wasn't raining. Things like that. I just feel bad for Hawaii, for Maui. Oh, that's just horrible. I love Hawaii. It's so sad what they've been going through. But we all have something, right? I mean, it's the world. We can't escape. Mother Nature. I wonder since he knows what you do, if he asks you what you. Oh, yeah, let me read this out loud. So Chris says, looking forward to your interview with Maurice. I know, me too. I was wondering, since he knows what you do, if he asked you what you think of the state of GH, would you be honest or fudge your opinion? I'd be honest. I'm always honest and everything. But there's a way to say stuff. There's a way to say stuff. But if you heard Maurice has talked shit about GH on the show, but he phrased it a certain way. Like there's ways to say stuff. So I mean, there's ways. I'll always be honest. All my stuff. I'm a disruptor in the business. I always say how I feel. I never sugarcoat it. But there's a way to say things, you know. But I would give my honest opinion, and so I would. And I think he'd appreciate it more too if I did. He's that type of guy. He's very honest. You know, he's talking shit about the show. Yeah, himself. So he'd appreciate it. You're kind of small tornado. I remember we had a small tornado too out here in California a couple times. See, nowadays it don't matter anywhere you live at this point. Well, they're just like, fuck you all. I'm going to do what the fuck I want. I am pissed. You guys have just used me all these years. She don't give a fuck. Homegirl out there just doing it. So you go, girl. You do what you gotta do, girl. But we had a tornado too. Oh, out here. Now Alhambra. So yeah. No, Deceptor. Oh my God, I hate that. I hate that name, Deceptor. You know that already, GH fan. Woo, I hate that name. Ugh. But no, I'm not a Deceptor. No, I'm a disruptor. I always say how I feel about everything. I said to Captain Kelly Lang when I first met her, you spend shit in the gold. I told her that. You had all kinds of storylines. You spend shit in the gold. I said, you deserve all the medals in the world. And she laughed. She thought it was the funniest thing. But I told her, I don't give a fuck. But there's ways you can say stuff. Because people are trying to say that I didn't like Laura Wright. I'm like, nope, I've never said that. You can watch any video I've ever done. I've never dissed Laura Wright. All I said was the character of Carly was on all the time for a while. That's all I ever mentioned. I never said I disliked her. So when I interviewed her, I loved her. Yeah, I'm a big fan of her work. And we had a great time at the Emmys talking. We were talking before we got on camera and even afterwards. We were laughing and talking. I have no problem with her. I'm not one of those kind of fans. I know how to separate everything. I know how to pick and whatever. I know how to separate stuff. I don't know about that. Same with my girls, like Sam, Kelly Monaco. Now I'm a huge fan now. Her interview with me was short, but it was sweet and it was honest. And I was like, Kelly Monaco, you're an A+ in my book. I was like, Sam's character I go off and on with, but she was like, yeah, I was stale sometimes. She totally admitted it. I was like, you go, girl. But she had told, and the thing I said, she told her people, James is my last interview. I'll talk to him. So I flagged her down, and she came and talked to me. So we had some other choices than men. But I'm just saying that in terms of her acting, because there's times I was stale. I had storylines that weren't the greatest. And she admitted it. I said, you know what? I like that. I like people who are just honest about stuff. They're there to promote the show. So of course you can't talk shit about your own company, right? You're there to promote a show. But there's ways you can say stuff. There's ways you can say stuff. Different ways you can say things without being super rude. So, and I'll never be rude to anybody. I'll never be rude to somebody, especially on an interview. That doesn't help anything. But I do know this world is small. This community is small. So I know some things get back to people. They do. Some of the stars watch my shows. Some of the stars will tell you they watch our shows. I've been doing it for 8 years, almost 9 years. So and I was at AfterBuzz TV, and AfterBuzz TV was really popular. So your last Sunday show, Bold, was funny. Great show, but we're taking dishes. Like you can already hear in your face. Yes, exactly. Right, Tony. It's like Laura Wright's fine. Laura Wright's a great actress. I love her hair. I love all that stuff. I love her. It's just the character. And that's why I tell them all the time. You can like an actor and not care for a character. Or you can like an actor and a character and you can make comment. I mean that's what we do. That's what we do. That's what we do, kids. I had a good laugh over that. So that's yeah. I'm like, nope, I like her. I said I didn't dislike her. Never did. Never said it. But folks will say so. But I can separate. I know how to separate. And I know all these actors. I know them. I know poor Candace, her Wi-Fi. Oh, it's just too much. Because she knows her soaps, she watches all of them, she knows her stuff. That's why I like having her on because she's good. But she just it's that Wi-Fi. I was like, is it bad in Baltimore? What's going on over there? You see some new cell towers? Shit. I know George is on. Hi, George. Good morning, Andrea. Good morning. Yeah, they said they like her and her character. Yes, they do. But like I said, for me, I don't have no problem with her. And I don't have a problem. I didn't have a problem with Carly. I don't have a problem with her. I was just like, for a while, she was just on every day and everybody's storylines. I'm like, that's kind of crazy. I know it's like my nice little group is here today. Thank you. 11 people watching, 11 people likes. So yes. Andrea the other day bought me lunch. So thank you, Andrea, the other day for buying me lunch. I am still doing my little drive. Any little bit you can give today would be great. It will help finance some projects. I paid my bills. So my bills are paid. I have a couple of projects I'm trying to get to, and it's tough out here in Los Angeles right now. So anything you can give, I don't care if it's $1, $5, $10, I will let you know what it go towards, what you give money to when that project comes out. So that's what I'm doing these days. So 4 ways you can pay. They're underneath my video here. So any you can give, and anybody who's watching later, still take it. Dave's fine. I have no idea. He must have. I don't know if he has kids or grand. I don't have no idea what his life is. So I mean, I don't know if he has an estate. Oh man, I have no clue. I would assume it goes. He has a will or a trust. I would assume, but you can't really assume that either. I guess Prince didn't have one, so I guess you can't assume that. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if he has. I haven't looked up his situation. I have no. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. So Andrew, you're awake from last night. Oh, we talked about that yesterday, Tony, on the Zoom. About Candace holding Greg Vaughn hostage. We were laughing about that. Andrew was on last night. Dizzy Flower was on last night. We were laughing about that. Yeah, her and her Greg Vaughn signaling for help. I know that's so funny. Oh my god, that whole joke is really funny. Actually, that is hilarious. The celebrities' phones. That is so funny. You know, well, all right, so Daisy Flower gets my phone when I got. I'll put that in a trust. I know your real name, so I'll put it in your trust. That if you're still alive when I die, Daisy Flower, you get my phone with the password. That was the whole thing. I was like, yes, like that's so funny. So Chris, did you watch my J Story deeds from this week? My thing is, I've offered my advice on this show for years. I've done shows on that actually. So I mean, also just my regular shows. We have mentioned me and Frank have talked about the state of soaps. We have talked over the years, all that stuff. And for me, it's I would never write for a soap opera. It's just the fans are too crazy, so I would never write a soap opera. It's just I just know that there's things that are not working. Yeah, watch that and tell me what you think about that one. I just think it's just not working. I mean, all these soaps need an overhaul. They all need an overhaul. All of them. So I don't know. So maybe one day I'll do it. I was like, you say you have 4 hours. I'm like, oh my god, it was a long time ago. Well, yeah, we'll see, right? We'll see what happens. I'm a black man. I might die tomorrow. Who knows? But Daisy Flower is the one who brought it up. She's like, I want James's phone. I was like, that's so smart. Everything's in here. I got a new case in here. That's that. Yes, that's you. There's text messages and everything. Yeah, some writers get a lot of disrespect from fans, and I don't want to do all that. There's nothing I can tell them really. I mean, they all four soaps need overhaul on some level for different reasons, but but what I would want, other folks may not want. What other folks want, I don't want, and that's what's so hard about soap opera is that everybody has what they think is an idea for a good show. So I mean that's the problem. So I mean, my thing is it's just general stuff, multi-generational stories that are exciting, good pacing of stories, not taking years for stuff, and just rotation of characters. That's all. That's the only thing I really need. That's all. So I'll follow any character if it's good. If it's written well and the acting is well and it's good. Right, man, I'll take anything. But uh, the fans always want to finger at the head writer because they're the most visible, most people don't know those suits. Exactly. The writers are just writing what they're given told them. Well, so there's a head writer or head writers, and there's breakdown writers, story writers. So yeah, so it starts with between the head writer or writers, the executive producers, and network. As those are the three components in it. So and if writers think they're doing a good job and they like the storylines they're writing, they have to feel what you feel for them to change anything. So if they don't feel what you feel, then that's yes, where's Taggart? Right. He's actually selling cars. That's what Real Andrews is doing. So right now, which is honest work. You got what you got to do. You have to do what you have to do. But I wish he was more on General Hospital. I mean, they just ain't doing it. Kids and kidlets, they're not doing it. So there you have it. Lots of lot. Everybody's trying to make money. We live in Los Angeles, it's expensive. Everybody's what they gotta do. So yep. Back to Brown. So I guess I'll take some naps today, probably. I might take a nap or two. Who knows? It's rain. It's actually raining here in Los Angeles, which I'm shocked. Nice. So now I was going to go out and do my garden and water it. I don't have to now. It's been watered. Thank you, Mother Nature. But we did not expect that. Now I'm trying to decide what I have for lunch. For lunch, I have not eaten today. I had a banana. And that's it. I have not eaten today. I'm trying to stretch my arms. It's like a humid day. It's overcast. It's raining. Like it's so weird. Did not expect that today. Did not expect it. So after I paid my bills and I did I didn't go grocery shopping. I had some coupons. I use coupons all the time. Ralph's, I'm a couponer. I had some coupons for a couple of free things. Ralph's will give me a couple of free things, whatever. So I stopped at Ralph's and got a few items. I can't do any major grocery shopping until after the 5th. I get paid on the 5th for something. So that's when I'll be able to go and do the grocery shopping for the month. So for right now, I still got no groceries in my house. Still don't have anything in my house. I just replenished a couple of things, but I don't really have anything. I'm waiting after the weekend. Hence, I'm doing my little money drive. Went to bed at 4 a.m., woke up at 8, then bike rode. Not for me today. I would go to bed around 11, do some writing, and well, if I'm going to sleep. No naps. Naps are good. Naps will keep you living a long time. But again, when you're inspired to write, the other night I wrote a song, and literally it was like 2 a.m. I got inspired, and I said, get it out and write it, and I did. I was up late. I love Instacart. But that costs money too, because Instacart needs delivery charges. But no, I used Instacart all through the pandemic. I ain't going to no grocery store in the pandemic. Yeah, so I'm Instacart account. I'm Mr. Delivery person. I have DoorDash and Grubhub, and I'm totally delivery person. But I love coupons. I use coupons all the time. I come from coupon family. I love coupons. So when they send them to me, I use them. I have no shame. Nobody is perfect. Legends have clung at some point. That's true. Oh, really? So you can't sleep at night? Okay. I guess again I can sleep standing up. So I can sleep anywhere. I'm one of those folks. Yes, well, yes, I know Instacarts. Instacart has every store. They've actually expanded since the pandemic. They only had a few stores when I first started. Now they got you get booze delivered as long as you have your ID or driver's license or whatever, so your age. They have everything. I love it. 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 But I am a delivery person. I like delivery. I don't like to be out. But I also like to shop too once in a while in person and like touch things and whatever. But I'm a delivery girl. I deliver all day. All about the deliveries. They were too. He's like me. It's like me sleep anywhere. Some good deal. Like they do sometimes. They're right. Brief fashions. Well, see, yeah. They also show the discounts too. They have like something on sale. They give you a sale. Yeah, they do. Now I don't pay for I get the monthly thing so that you can. I guess it's certain delivery at a certain time, but I don't do that. 'Cause I don't do it enough. But over the pandemic, but like for DoorDash, I pay the $10, 9.99 a month for free delivery fees. Um, yeah, Insomnia Daisy Flyer, that's not good. I was at the forehead, Change fan. I was at the forehead. It can be very good. See everybody on here is showing their frugal sides. Yes, the food's expensive. Food is expensive. And I want my discounts. I want my discounts. You guys are all discounters. I love it. Yeah, insomnia is probably one of the worst things when you can't sleep. I love sleep. I couldn't imagine having insomnia. Oh, I can shut down my mind. Just trust me. For me, I have things thrown at me all day long. My phone rings constantly, notifications from everywhere. Everybody's grabbing my family. Everybody's grabbing at me. But when I just shut down, I can shut down. That is not a problem for me. I'm like, good night, everybody. That's it. But it's hard. I don't know how you. They found out how you. I feel. Yeah. I don't. I feel for you too. Because that's just insomnia. Oh, I had insomnia. My brother and I each had insomnia at the same time once. We live in the same house. We had insomnia over a weekend. It was weird. We both couldn't sleep. And it was the weirdest. I was freaking out. I was freaking the fuck out. Because I can sleep usually anywhere. And I couldn't sleep. And I still just don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know what happened for me. My brother, he has problems with sleep. He takes sleeping pills. But for me, I'm like, I can sleep anywhere. I mean, I have no problem. I know a lot of folks take melatonin. I don't take nothing to sleep. I just go sleep. Let's go on for shopper. Very good. Okay, very good. I love that, it's because in New York City and in New York and the boroughs and stuff, um, delivery is just normal. Delivery's been around for years. And you get anything delivered in New York to your house. I love that California wasn't that way, and LA wasn't that way at all. LA was one of the last to get on this train. I'm so happy they finally did. I love that I can get stuff when I need it. Because it was like, I hate this where, yes. I never have my phone in my bedroom. I leave it in the kitchen and I switch it off then. Very good. Yes. Well, I sleep through my phone. I don't even know I'm switched off. I sleep through it. If I hear it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. I have folks who call me all times of the day and night. They do all the time. They just don't. They just don't care. Like I say, everybody's grabbing at me for something. Grabbing at me. And I deal with people from all over the world and all different backgrounds. Yeah. My phone is on though because of my mother, because I'm caregiving my mom. So it's on. So I try to hear it. When she first got home, I had the parent ear on. I was watching everything. But it's good to see you guys are all frugal people who are also here to watch your pennies. And my thing is, that's what coupons are here for. Coupons and things are here for that. They put them out on purpose. It also helps that brand promote their brand by giving you a coupon to buy it. So I love it. And Ralph's does a great thing where they have all my information. They know what I'm buying every month. So they send me specific coupons for the things that I buy. That's very smart too. It's a little creepy, but smart also. So they know what I like, and I love it. So I get these coupons. I don't have it with me right. I don't have it right near me, but I don't. So I like that. They're very, very. We used to get coupons in the newspaper, and I always get that section and cut them out. My mother had a coupon. She had a famous coupon book, and all those separated things. And I used to have one too. I used to walk around like I have no problem with coupons. I like shit on sale. I love it. I love watching like street couponing. I love that stuff. Like a different time zone. I never saw my phone. It doesn't leave it off my dad. Yeah. At birth, anybody who knows me knows my birthday. I collect all my freebies on my birthday. I go around and collect. I have all the free stuff and I collect it every year. So I'm like, yep, I am down for the birthday stuff. Yes. But yes, I think I'm getting hungry because I have not eaten today. So I think I might have to end the show. So I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache. And I'm like, it's probably because I'm hungry. So I think I'm going to end the show now. I've been on 63 minutes. I've been over an hour. I've been on already. That's okay. It goes by so fast. I'm going to try to find something to eat because I think I'm hungry. Thanks for joining me, you guys. This was very fun. A lot of my regulars came on, and a few people I haven't seen in a while. So thanks for coming on and joining me today on Saturday. I may come on again. Who knows? We'll see what happens over the weekend. Just stay tuned. Much you're following me here on YouTube. Everybody's telling me YouTube's a place, so I'm going to try to do more stuff on YouTube. So follow me here. But everybody have a great rest of your day today, whatever you decide to do. And I will talk to you later.